Hello, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Oh, there's a cardinal outside. Oh my goodness. I've been promising this recipe for a hot minute, probably since I did my Christmas pie video. So I thought I would pop on here. I'm making this really quick and we're about to head to my father-in-law's house. So I wanted to jump on because everybody always asks me for this recipe. If I ever bring it anywhere, everybody's like, I want the recipe. So I thought I would just share it live with you guys and just kind of have a video recording that I can send everybody to. So it's corn and black bean salsa. It is super easy. You can throw it together in a pinch if you're going anywhere. So I've got Isaiah here helping me because I usually, do everything kind of off the scenes, and I didn't want to be out in front of the camera. So you take 2 cans of black beans. Hey guys. And I run them through a strainer. You do drain and rinse them. And I always get bushes. I don't know if that's a southern thing or what. I guess you could use any brand. But I always get the bushes. So I put them in a strainer and I rinse and drain them. You guys, everyone is going to love this recipe. It's almost like a meal. It's got a lot of protein because it does have the beans in it. So you just rinse it out. Okay, and then always work from a big bowl. This is my big mixing bowl. So after I rinse the black beans, I just add them to the bowl. And then you go right into your next ingredient, which is 2 cans of white shoe peg corn. Okay, so the same thing, you just pop the whole can in the strainer, 2 cans, and you drain and rinse them. Oh, I should have had those cut up already. Okay. Just figuring out some stuff on the live. I say, will you throw these cans away for me? Okay, so I rinse the corn as well. So you're going to make your own little dressing for it, so you don't want any of the juice really or the liquid from the black beans or the corn. What are you guys doing today? What's your favorite when they tell you to bring a side dish or whatever, or bring something? Like, what's your go-to? I want y'all to share them in the comments here. We might want to swap recipes. Okay, so once you get the corn rinsed and drained, just add it to the bowl on top of the black beans. And you go to your third ingredient, which is green onions. I've still got my breakfast dishes here in the sink, you guys. My hubby made pancakes. Those are not on the Mediterranean diet, but they were good. Okay, so I usually do 1 entire batch of green onions. Okay, so I use will you see if my scissors, my kitchen shears are in that drawer? Yes. I usually just take the whole bunch and kind of chop them and cut them with my scissors. That's the easiest way for me. If you want to cry and chop onions, you do it your way. I should have already had these cut up, but it goes pretty fast with the scissors. That's another reason I do it. Hey, Allie. This is something you will love, Allie. Everyone will love this, you guys. Even if you think you don't like 1 or 2 of the ingredients, like, it just goes together and makes a fabulous, I don't know. It just is amazing. Okay, so I just chop all of the onions up. And I kind of always strip that little outer edge of whatever comes on these. Right, you guys? So I don't really have a story with this one. I had a great little story with my Christmas pie video, the little pineapple pie. You guys, if you made that at Christmas, make it again during the summer because it is amazing for cookouts and barbecues and all of the holiday stuff as well. It's a great dessert, but if you have to bring a side, this is going to be what you want to take to every gathering. Once you make it and try it, you guys, I got this from one of my friends. I got all of my really good little recipes from down in Georgia. That must tell me something. But I think this was my friend, excuse me, Julie. Where's my water? Oh, it's right here. He's also my water getter. So, these onions, y'all gonna see me cry. So my good friend Julie from down Georgia, I think she made this. We used to have, and this was great, we had a bunco group. How many of y'all have ever played bunco? It was amazing. We had the best group of girls that played. We played once a month. Everyone would take turns hosting, you guys, and I want to say it was Julie. She'll probably see this video. She lives right over the mountain from me now. She's not in Georgia. She's in North Carolina. Right over the mountain near Weaverville. But I think she made this recipe, you guys, and it was like we all fell in love with it. And that's probably been many years ago. Probably about 15 years ago. So I've been making this. And listen, people fight over this, you guys, at events. We dropped a bowl one night. I have to tell this story. We were up over in Virginia on the farm, and we were having like a big bonfire, camp out, gathering, shindig or whatever. And we literally were passing this bowl of dip around, and someone drops it on the ground, you guys. I thought everyone might cry. I literally think there were some tears shed. Can't remember who all was up there. My sister-in-law, a bunch of family, friends. But y'all, they were like scooping off the top of the pile. That's how, it was like a huge, this makes a huge bowl, you guys. This feeds a lot of people. You can double the recipe. You can, and it just gets better and better. I really should have made this last night, but I didn't get to it, and it was late. Okay, so I'm still chopping onions or cutting them, you guys. This is my way to cut. Okay, so I'm going to have Isaiah come. Will you see if the measuring cup is in the dishwasher? I'm going to have him measure me out the ingredients for like the dressing, and let him be putting that together for me. Okay, so let's do a recap. Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry, I knew I'd just seen it. I guess we mixed pancake batter in it. Okay, so recap of the ingredients so far: 2 cans of black beans, 2 cans of white shoe peg corn. And that really makes a difference, you guys. I have gotten some different types of corn before, and it wasn't the same. So always get the shoe peg. I know Food City has it. If you're local to me, they have 50 kinds of corn. Okay, so, all right, so now I have the green onions. So you have, you can do 1 or 2 bunches of green onions. And then you just add that to your bowl of corn and black beans. Okay, so now we're going to start making the dressing. Isaiah has got the little measuring cup, and this has to be pretty accurate. And this is not the healthiest recipe, you guys, I'm not going to lie, because it does have some sugar. It's got some EVOO in it. It's got some olive oil. Okay, so we're going to measure out. Isaiah, if you'll pour me a half a cup of sugar. Don't y'all have a heart attack. We're going to do a half a cup of sugar. And I always use like a big mixing bowl to make the dressing in. So far, this is what you have in your bowl. You have your black beans on bottom, your shoe peg corn, and then your green onions. So then you start on your dressing.
Okay.
Half a cup of white sugar. I have never tried a substitute. You might be able to. Okay, so I just add that into my mixer. Then you get a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. It's sitting over there. Yes. Half a cup. And you're going to add it right to the sugar. Always start with the sugar, because if you put the vinegar and stuff in the half a cup. In this first, it kind of sticks to, once you add your liquids, it sticks to the bowl or the cup. And then half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. And then you just add that to your mix as well. And then you're going to add a little bit of garlic powder and salt and pepper to taste, just kind of a sprinkle. I don't really measure it, so I can't really give you a measurement. So a half a cup of EVOO, and I always use extra virgin. That's what the recipe called for, so I've always stuck to that. You probably could vary this a little bit, you guys, but I never have. I've always used this same recipe. Okay, so I take a spoon and just mix it. You have to stir it quite a bit here and really get it going. That's why I use this bigger mixing bowl, because you have to get that. It's hard to make the oil and vinegar mix. You know how it wants to separate. So you kind of have to keep it going and get the sugar mixed up in it really well. And then you're going to add a little bit of your garlic powder. Well, it should be garlic powder, but I don't have any. And the last couple times I've used just a douse of garlic salt, and then a little bit of regular salt, and then a little bit of black pepper. And then you mix again. And this is all that's in the dressing, you guys. So you keep it mixed, keep it, stirring, because it will settle and you want it to be blended. I say, will you look down there under there and find the bowl to this? I mean the lid to this bowl, and it may be in the dishwasher. If you don't see it right away. It's probably in the dishwasher, honestly. Oh, no, it's not in the dishwasher. Okay, so just mix this really good till you see that it's really blended. And you've got everything swirling, and all you're going to do is pour it over your mixture in your bowl. And just kind of douse it. And I always scrape the bowl because it leaves a lot of the sugar and stuff in there. So I just scrape it into the bowl. And then I take my lid. So when you get started, I guess it's good to make sure you have a lidded bowl. And then I put the lid on it, and then I just shake it and I turn it upside down, you guys, to kind of coat everything. I guess you could stir it with a big spoon, but I just mix it in this mixing bowl. And this is one of Pampered Chef's. I know a few of my good friends sell Pampered Chef's, so if you don't have any of their amazing stuff, hit them up. Support these work from home ladies. Okay, so you got one more ingredient, and I don't really put it in there usually, but I'll go ahead and add a little bit since we're going to take it over and eat it. So it is crumbled feta cheese, and what you usually do before you serve it is just sprinkle it on the top, and then you serve it with, my favorite thing to serve it with are these Tostitos that have a hint of lime. You got something about the lime on these chips with this salsa is amazing. Don't let me forget those. Okay, so I just sprinkle the cheese. I'm going to add a little bit and shake it up again so the cheese kind of gets down in there to absorb some of the juices from the dressing. But then periodically, like, I will add more cheese. I don't put the whole container. I seriously just sprinkle it a little on the top to your tasting. And then I put the lid back on, a teeny, and then I mix it again and shake it because you really want all of this coated in the dressing. And you guys, that is it. And honestly, the longer it sits, like I said, I should have made it last night. It just gets better and better. Like it ferments or something in the dressing. So like day 2, day 3, it just gets better. Hey baby. So you guys will want to make this summer. You want to serve it with these hint of lime chips if you can find them. They're usually always in the chip section. And it's really better if it's good and chilled and served cold, but it is the best side item to any cookout. It's good to fix if you're going to be cooking all day and you want to have something to munch on while everybody's waiting for the food to get ready. This is one of those dishes, okay? So it is incredible. You'll absolutely love it. Just remember to take your feta cheese and sprinkle it again before you serve it onto the top. It just makes a really pretty addition to the salsa. So you'll have to send it or post it here, you guys. If you have a recipe that you love, I would love for this thread of comments for you to come back and add your little recipe in there, and we could always kind of refer to this. I'm going to come back later and put the ingredients and the recipe in the heading of this. I'll do that on my computer later after we go celebrate Phil's birthday, but you'll be able to just kind of click and see it. But if you need to watch and see me go through it, you'll have the video too. So y'all come back and share. It is amazing. You will love it, I promise. So don't be scared of any of the ingredients. We don't make it all the time, but it is something that you will make definitely through the summer and for years and years to come. Honestly, this is probably 15 years I've been making this since we got it from Julie. And trying to think of another recipe that I loved from our Bunko group that I loved. I'm thinking it was an onion dip from K Mixon. It was incredible. Maybe I'll do that one. That one's a little work. You have to saute your onions, which you know takes a hot minute. So that'd be hard to do live. I just wanted to do this one because it's pretty fast. You see, I already have it ready. You can put it in the fridge and chill it. You can make it ahead of time. You can make it on the go. So I just love trying new things. So I thought I would do that with you guys because I haven't gone live in a while and shared anything. So since I was making it today, they're waiting on me. I'm really supposed to be there in like 20 minutes. So I got to get out the door. Happy Sunday. And let me know if you all make this, and I hope you love it as much as we do. See you. Have a great Sunday.